So the selfishness, claiming the new one that I stumbled on, because I don't watch this stuff, I stumble upon it enough to get the general idea. Atlas is causing mass consciousness, awakening. No, guys. To say that Atlas is causing people to have a boost in their supernatural insight is selfish, because again, the object is moving mysteriously super fast and is the size of Manhattan. You can reason all you want to within a counterculture or subculture, whatever sociological definition you want to spew that stuff out in, but no matter what you say, like I've argued, the Atlas phenomenon, the negative threatening aspects outweigh any positive thing you could make up about it. And honestly, from what we're observing, there's actually nothing positive about what we're observing. We're seeing gases, exotic materials, super fast, changing speed, unidentified lights, shape shifting. And I argue this is all orchestrated by our government, either a hologram or something that's been released through a pre-orchestrated wormhole. Again, there's nothing about those attributes that's peaceful. The only people that are saying it's peaceful are fake spiritual people, people that charge money, engage in pop culture psychic practices, table tipping, tarot cards, remote viewing. When your planet is shrouded in the problem of evil, those methods don't work unless they're done by an absolute expert, and still it's prone to error. Once the consciousness grid is back up and working, regular people will be able to remote view. Regular people will be able to start to do things like levitate smaller objects, and they will not be able to do the theatrical pop culture descriptions of what ascension is. Because remember, we're living steeped in materialism and evil, and even some of the most basic ascension abilities that certain people think we're going to all of a sudden get would make the problem of materialism way worse. What if someone could read your mind? Because remember, no privacy is a major step. There's two major things that are going to be the hardest thing for the planet to do. A, realize that the entities that are responsible for the problem of evil aren't necessarily evil in their moral landscape. Okay? And, what's the second thing? Yeah, this happens when you're making videos, live videos, and you're saying sensitive information. Let's see, let's meditate. What was I saying? Okay, so let me get back onto something I remember I was saying. So, claiming that there's anything peaceful about the Atlas object is just like acknowledging that AI is bad, yet you go over and use a chatbot or Grok or something like that, thinking, well, that's not the same thing. Okay, that's like taking a Nazi emblem and making a pair of underwear out of it and saying, nobody can see it, but I just love the way it looks. You know, is that a bad example? Maybe, but it's the same thing. You're playing with evil. All the evidence is there that evil exists, and to ignore it is selfish. Just like the object, some fake spiritual person will come on YouTube or something like that, or Joe Rogan or something like that, and they'll spew all this echo chamber stuff that is compatible with UFO culture. It's theatrics, it's entertainment. That's what the people want to hear. And that's the other thing about discipline and about ascension, is it's not going to be what you've been scripted into believing it is. It's going to involve subtle, little psychic situations that are done by students that are observable, nothing that would be, it has to be something that could be objectively calm by everybody. The phenomenon that will start happening, and the phenomenon that's supposed to be seen with permission from angelic entities through spiritual guides. It has to be something, as I mentioned in the last talk, that A, could be seen by people who are dying and bedridden, and B, it has to be able to connect with the objective understanding of what calm and relaxing is. So, like I've used this example before. If I have a tone like this, very calm, and paying attention to the delivery of my words, that is objectively considered relaxing and calm. Now, there could be a couple fringy examples of people who are mentally unstable where they would have the opposite effect, where a calm voice could have this rare exotic effect on them that would send them into some sort of like psychopathy mode or something. So yeah, going back to the moral landscape, that would be a dip in the moral landscape. But for most people, there is an objective sense of what calm is, and contact, supernatural phenomenon that's peaceful, has to follow that script. There is nothing about Atlas that is following angelic, peaceful beings, and I cannot stand to see these fake spiritual people winding people up about this ridiculous cosmic debris.